Collectables, before I start this week's video, which is a close look at what we've got in our retro Star Wars case behind me, I'd like to say thank you to all of you, the subscribers, who've come to the shop this Easter bank holiday weekend to say hello. It has been really great to meet up with you, so thank you for taking the time to come and visit. And also at the same time, if you are a subscriber and you're in Blackpool and you want to come and say hello, please come and say hello so we can put a name to the face. It would be great to meet you. And if you haven't yet subscribed, come and join the fun at Brooks Collectables. Also visiting this weekend was Gareth from Cosmic Toys. He has a fantastic shop and I'm going to put some details in below. So what I'm going to do now is cut to the video of me showing you everything in this case. If I move this figure back, I don't know if you can see, if I go like this, you can actually see how much dust is in this case. It's minging. So I'm going to spend most of the day cleaning this and making sure everything is pristine and looking how it should. While it's quiet in the shop, I thought I'd do another behind the scenes video and show you our Star Wars case. Well, this is mainly modern Star Wars and some larger figures, that kind of thing. But we had some work done. I don't know if you've seen any of my previous videos. They've actually dug the drains and the groundworks up of the building and it's left an inch of dust on everything. So everything needs cleaning. We've done most of the shop. I did the back of the shop the other day. You can obviously hear people walking past on the street because we are open now. So what I thought I would do is clean this case in time lapse and show you some of the cool stuff that's in it. Right, I thought I'd quickly show you some of the stuff that's in this case. So we've got a Biggs and Wedge set of figures, which I think are they late 80s, early 90s? 1998, that. That's rather a cool figure set with the two characters in. A bit big and bulky, but lots of other figures in that range as well. These are one of those big Disney figure sets that we've broken up into little pieces because the packaging was knackered. These are quite interesting. It's a Black Series figure. We got these in America, and the die-cast metal, slightly smaller than a normal Black Series. I don't really see many of these. I've got slightly different packaging. Another cool thing that's in there. What have I got? I've got a Kylo Ren, and I've got a Rey as well in those. This is a bit of a weird odd thing. It's a Darth Vader yo-yo. Again, we picked that up in America. Not seen one of those here. They probably have been sold here. But again, it's American packaging, slightly different issue. I think that's a little bit cool and interesting. Next up, this is the empty box for it. In fact, it's down there, I'll go and grab it. It's the Coat of Ikea Artifacts Kylo Ren, which is really cool. It's a Force Awakens one, not the later one. And that's been here a while actually. No one's really kind of been interested in it. I think we've had it tucked away in a corner, probably because I don't want to sell it, I want to keep it for myself. Maybe one day I'll open that up and build it. And we'll do that in a video. That might be quite a good thing to do. But that's another thing that's in this cabinet. Again, while I'm in the case and I'm cleaning, I'm just going to quickly show you this animated series Darth Vader, which is part of that set of the ones on the top shelf there, which is again pretty fantastic. Then we've got some run-of-the-mill figures and the lunchbox. Right, quickly show you some of the stuff that we put back in the case now. It's had a bit of a clean. So we've got these animated series figures, which are really cool. I've got to stop saying that. These animated figures that are really great. It sounds better to keep saying cool all the time, although everything is pretty cool. I think this Princess Leia one is pretty fabulous. Unfortunately, it's broken and we've repaired it here. I think we've done quite a good job of it, to be fair, you can't tell. But it had an impact fracture in the resin because it's got a steel wire running through it to support it. And these things over time, with moving around, they tend to break. But we are quite good at repairing this sort of thing. But that means she's not for sale, she's just for display. But I thought I'd put her in the case anyway, just to annoy anyone who wants to come in and try and buy her. That's the kind of evil shopkeeper I am. What else have we got? I've got a random Star Wars mouse of Darth Vader's head, which is probably not very ergonomically comfortable. It's not really very good either, but it's interesting, and if you're a collector of that kind of thing, then it's a cool thing to have. I've also got the Stormtrooper one down there, which I'll show you in a minute. Everything else, retro bounty hunter set, some bog standard. There we go, some bog standard Black Series figures. Thought I'd quickly show you this epic Boba Fett figure, again from the animated series. while I've got it out of the case, I'm not letting it out of my hand because it is so fragile, and it is incredibly cool. Stop saying cool. It's incredibly epic. It is epic. The detail's fantastic on it, and it is phenomenally expensive as well, which is why I'm being really, no, I'm only messing, which is why I'm being really careful with it. I shouldn't joke about things like that. Right, I'm going to put that back and carry on cleaning this case. Right, that's the top shelf all finished. Carry on with the rest of the case. Another thing we have in there is these Rogue One 3D glasses from the cinema, which are incredibly uncomfortable to wear, but do look kind of cool, and they're based on the Death Trooper. You're kind of making everything look a bit cosmic as well. Also got some of the, is that Rogue One? I can't tell without my glasses on. That looks like it's Force Awakens. These drinks cartons. That's going to be Rogue One. I think that's a Shore Trooper in there. Also got some of the packaging from the cinema. Love anything like that. Oh, these are a bit awesome. They are Japanese die-cast metal, little tiny figures, which I think are fantastic. Detail on them is amazing. Just another thing we picked up in America. I've got a C-3PO and a Luke Skywalker as well in those. This is another odd thing that we picked up. It's a computer game of some kind. Millennium Falcon Sounds of the Force electronic memory game. So I presume it's a bit like, as Simon says, that kind of thing. And also that's the other Stormtrooper mouse mat that's a little bit, looks like it's been eaten by something. That's the second shelf all cleaned and done. We've got the animated series figures in. Well, we've got some 40th we've got some 40th anniversary Power of the Force figures at the back. Bounty Hunter set in the corner, some Rogue One figures. Gonna get on with cleaning the next shelf now. Okay, so this is me being a little bit nerdy about two different types of figure. I don't know if you can see the accessory in there, and in there is completely different, but it's the same figure, similar packaging, builds up a different weapon on the back. So when these were released, this was me being super nerdy and collecting both types. Another thing that annoyed me about this packaging is it's really difficult to open without destroying the box. Should make it easy so we can take them in and out. But yeah, so that's two figures the same but different with different accessories. I wonder why they did that. It's to get people like me to buy them, isn't it? Right, I'm going to carry on cleaning now. This is my Death Trooper helmet, which is solid cast resin, so it's not really wearable. I'd love a full costume in one of those. I think it's one of the best modern costumes they've done. It's just awesome. And of course there's the epic RS Prop Masters Biker Scout helmet. This is a prototype version, so it's not the finished article. The finished article is a lot more accurate. This has a few little faults in it, but it just goes to show what a cool helmet this is. So they're going back down on this shelf, and then I've nearly finished cleaning the case. Last few bits to show you are these. When you press the heads down, you change the facial expression. What else have I got to show you? Some vintage Power of the Force figures. That's pretty much the whole case cleaned and most of the stuff put back. In a minute, I'm going to do some close-ups so you can see what's in there. that's a look at our Retro Star Wars case. If you're passing through Blackpool, come and take a look. If you want any information on any of the products, I'll leave them in the comments section below. A lot of things have sold over the weekend, but there will be some new stuff coming in later on, and I'll do that in this week's pickup video. So for now, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon for another Toy Tuesday. It doesn't say on the box at all, does it? Oh, it's from the cleaning.